Hey Pacers, I want to just start off by saying how exceptionally proud I am of everybody, and I hope that you are all feeling exhausted and overjoyed with your accomplishments this weekend. There was some really impressive and positive and highly motivating posts that I saw this weekend, watching you guys make your breakthroughs, do some of your back-to-back runs, build into some of your longest runs of the year. And I know we're all, doing individual programs and doing individual things, and it's your goals, your way. But I also recognize that there's additional challenges for you guys. And I, like I said in my video last week, I really never would have imagined that we would not be running together already this spring. And I know that it makes it additionally challenging for you guys. And I'm so impressed with how everybody is, route finding and showing up and staying motivated and figuring these things out. And I'm just really proud of everybody, and was really happy to see the posts on Strava and on Facebook and on just the social media in general. To that note, I obviously want to thank you guys. Your support means the most to me. I don't know what I would have done and what I would still be doing without the clinics. It just means a lot that you've all been by my side. And I really am trying to do the best I can to lead you guys and coach you guys under this virtual platform. That said, I also want to just take a minute and say that if anybody in the clinic is feeling, I hope not, but if it's possible, if anyone's feeling a little left out, or if you need anything, that you would reach out to me. And again, while I'm trying to do my best on top of everything and provide you guys with some solid feedback, challenging and tangible information every week, I also know that it's hard to keep track of everything and everyone sometimes in this format in particular, and not seeing you guys every single week. So if there's anything that anyone needs from me, or someone feels a little bit out of the loop, or something that I'm missing, I just really hope that you guys would reach out and have that conversation and let me know. Okay, I want to be here for everybody the best I can. So as we enter into week 5, I really want to take a minute to speak a little bit about how everybody might be feeling as we're sort of approaching the halfway mark of the clinic. So whether you're in the thick of the Rendezvous 135 training, or you're following one of the 25 or 50K programs, or the Pace High 5 programs, you all should be feeling some fatigue. So those of you that joined us this spring, and perhaps you didn't spend that 12 weeks in that base training phase that we've talked about, that we did in the winter, you might also be feeling obviously a little more tired than normal. You should be. And I want to just speak to this because right now I know there's a lot of excitement around the Rendezvous 135, but there's lots of goals happening in this clinic, and everybody's goal matters and everybody's goal counts. So those of you that are treating the spring clinic to get a little bit of your base training back up, to follow back into that programming, some of that programming and training and volume and just regularity is going to be new for you. And one of the things that we really spoke a lot about in the winter clinic during the base training program is that you should be feeling a little too tired to ever really perform at your best when you're in that phase. And that really contradicts some of the people in the clinic right now who have done the base training. They're in more of their specific training, and that might be a little bit confusing or intimidating, or it might feel a little strange to see some of the posts and see some of the people expressing how their training is going, opposed to maybe how you're feeling. So I really wanted to speak to the base builders, or the people that are joining us this spring that are new to this sort of training and new to building these volumes, to let you know that it's okay, and it's relatable. That is how you should be feeling. It's okay if you're feeling a little bit too tired to perform at your best. That's how the base building phase should feel. So keep up the good work. Those of you that are joining the clinic with that base already established, you should find that you too are fatigued. However, through balancing those easy runs, recovery runs, and slowly building into your larger volumes, that it's also totally manageable now, and that you're going to have some workouts that might make you feel a little more tired than others, but that overall, And you might even have some breakthrough, like really, really strong breakthrough workouts. But overall, you should start to feel like your legs can settle in, they start to come around. Even if you start some of those runs feeling a little bit more fatigued, for the most part, you're looking overall that you are seeing some progression and that you're starting to notice some forward progression and steps forward with your training. And that the stamina and the strength and the endurance is actually paying off for you. So either way, everybody should feel like they're advancing, that they're progressing, and that the purpose that you're putting into your goals your way are starting to come together through consistency and by recommitting to the challenges that are ahead of you as you enter into every single week. With that, I'm going to keep the challenge super basic this week because it's a pretty big training block for everybody this week, and I don't want to overwhelm your time or stray your fitness away from where it should be. This weekend, we want to focus on earning our check marks, showing up. We're all going to be a little more tired. We're going to be heading into a rest week this week. And so I want you guys to focus on what's most important. And that's going to be your foam rolling and your stretching and your recovery. So your challenge for week 5 is to try to find 10 minutes every day for 7 days to stretch and or to roll or to work on some of those niggly or problem areas, or root around and see if you have some that you don't even know might be brewing. So there's no excuses for you to not hit this every single day, because A, you're gonna make it a priority. And if that means cutting your run back by 10 minutes short to get home and spend 10 minutes of rolling, you're gonna do that. Your guys' volumes and your elevation, and we've got some vertical stuff happening. All of that is growing a lot right now. And so I really want you guys to make sure that you're making that a priority this week, and you're not waiting just until rest week for that. So no matter what program you're following, whether you're into your base training or you're into your specific training, 10 minutes a day this week to earn your check mark on top of the Wednesday, and at least one long run on the weekend, okay? The other thing is, some of you could be proactive. Whether you're actually, you have a sore hip or a sore knee or what have you, you could also maybe, if it's in your wheelhouse and if you're able to do so, phone for an appointment next week. Try to get ahead of it on your rest week if you haven't already, and make it a massage appointment, or go see your chiro or whoever your sort of person is, your practitioner is, and to try to stay ahead and look at it as maintenance. You don't always need to have something sore to go and stay on top of things. And if you don't want to see somebody, or you can't go see somebody, then just make a point to use your rolling tools and schedule some home yoga time on the mat to make sure that you're staying on top of it. Before I close out, and we get started on our next build week, I also want to send out a few reminders that your training is practice. Okay, so no one's racing yet. So keep that in check. Right now, it's still training and it's still practice. And the practice that you're doing now isn't always based on physical things, okay? So you're training for things like weather. So you guys did a great job this weekend. Some of you, I saw you in your rain jackets out there in the rain and the colder start. Some of you forced yourself to run earlier than you normally do. All of those things are building resilience. All of those things are helping you prepare for your goal and your challenges that's coming up. So, fueling, recovery. I've seen a lot of posts and good feedback that you guys have been putting some time into that. That's excellent. Keep that up. The next thing that I really want to focus on for week 5 is I want you guys to relax. Everybody just needs to take a nice deep breath. You gotta tell yourself you got this. And I want you guys just to relax right now in this moment as you're watching this video. Just tone her down a notch. Holding tension, worrying about a workout, telling yourself and worrying yourself into a frenzy about what you're afraid might happen on the next run, or what you think might go wrong, or is a waste of energy. And this week in particular, I need you guys all to have positive energy and to trust that you can handle things, and to have the gumption and be ready to show up and try your best and work through this last build before we get into a rest week. So I want you guys to relax. I want you to look ahead one day at a time, one workout at a time. So tonight's Sunday, you take a glance, you're looking at your whole week, you're setting up hopefully the best you can for success in terms of arranging your schedule and committing to when you need to fit things in. But I want you guys just to focus on one workout, one day ahead at a time, okay? Assess that workout. And then I want you guys to adapt how you feel at the time of the workout. not how you feel based on the night before or based on what happened the day before, and trust you can handle it. Those of you that are training for stage races or these back-to-back races right now, the one thing that you're gonna quickly come to realize, and partially why I'm having you do these back-to-back runs, is because you start to learn that even if one of those back-to-back runs goes horribly wrong or you struggle and you just get it done, you might wake up the next day and have the best run you've ever had in your life. So worrying about those things and projecting those things, I really want you guys to just think about, before you start every workout, our hashtag for this week is relax. Because it's really hard not to get caught up in all of this. And I know there's a lot going on and it's a lot of volume and a lot of commitment. So we're just gonna focus on relaxing, hashtag relax. And I haven't used this quote in a long time, but I'm gonna say it to you guys tonight because it's a really good one and I think it's appropriate for week 5. You don't need to have all the answers before you begin. You don't need to have all the answers before you begin. All right, you guys, so this is week 5. Sorry for the long message. I will send out on the next video the workout instructions. I'm super proud of you guys. Keep up the good work. Keep those positive vibes going. You got one more week to push through before we get our rest week. And I'm so proud of you guys. So if you need anything, please let me know and reach out to me, okay?